I was amazed. I came here knowing that a friend of mine had worked at the clinic, and I am amazed at the support from cruisers that have happened with this clinic. I'll tell you a story about, a really typical story about a success story in the clinic. This is Minor. He is the 14th child of a 46-year-old woman. He has Down syndrome, and his mother was unable to breastfeed. Minor came to us, was not gaining weight, could not gain weight, and had repeated bouts of pneumonia that we were treating one time after another after another. And the reality was that he just didn't have adequate nutrition because she wasn't able to breastfeed. Her husband did not help very much with the money. She had 14 children, so she had to wash to make a living. And that meant that the 12-year-old daughter was going to take care of Minor, the baby. At one point in time, we were able to get the baby into a Catholic hospital. He thrived, got better, went back into the family, and then deteriorated again. Because the basic problem within the family was that they didn't have enough food for 14 children. So when we talked to the mom, we said, okay, what are you feeding her? She was trying to feed the baby flour and water, didn't have milk, didn't have cereal. And again, the 12-year-old was taking care of Minor because mom was working. And somebody found out that what was happening is that the 12-year-old was actually drinking the baby's bottle because she too was starving. And so the mom had to choose between two of her children. Who's going to get the food in this family? And it's a horrible situation. She was depressed. She was feeling as though she was failing her children. She was losing this child that she loved. You could tell she loves this baby. So what we did is we were able to get a couple of boxes of rice cereal, a can of Nido, which is a powdered milk formula, some baby diapers, talked to her, reiterated that we knew she loved him, we knew she was trying hard, we knew that she had these issues, and we can help her out in the interim, which did help. Minor started gaining weight, he no longer had recurrent pneumonia, and he got to a point where he was no longer dependent upon formula or milk or cereal, and he could eat the food that the rest of the family was eating. You see Minor now, he has gained weight, he's a normal, healthy child at the weight, he is often, I hate to characterize it, a typical Down syndrome child, but very happy and very loving. And the look on Vilma's face, the mom, when I see her in town, is that she has this huge, broad smile, and the burden of which child is going to die is off of her. So this is what you can do. You don't have to have enormous amounts of money. You don't have to be a surgeon. You don't have to arrange for a surgeon. You can buy simple, basic needs for families that get them over a crisis, and then they're able to take care of themselves. Probably I've been a nurse for 30 years, and I've done a large array of things from critical care nursing to hospital administration to research on artificial hearts, and this is truly the most rewarding experience I've had, I think.
So is there a role for people who don't have specialist skills?
Absolutely. There is a role. Two different things. If you want to donate time, then anybody can always work in the pharmacy. We also, they're waiting for hours, so sometimes entertaining the kids is a good thing. People bring out, a lot of people donated crayons and things for kids to draw on. If you don't have a skill or you don't really feel as though the time is worthwhile, then when you go to the local grocery store, spend $1 and pick up a thing of rice cereal, or pick up a can of dried milk, or pick up baby diapers. And we can have that on hand, and when people come in and they need it, then we have it. It's simple little things: toothbrush, toothpaste, soap, shampoo. When the clinic started, I think about 5 years ago, it was started by two women, Karen Ray, who still has the mission, and another nurse, Lynn Cortez, who is a cruiser. Her boat is still here, Griffin, and they started. And Lynn, 2 or 3 years later when I worked with her, said that her measure of success is when some of her families, because we're possessive of them, her families come in and say, please give me soap, please give me toothpaste, and please give me toothbrushes, instead of us having to say, would you like these? Rayo de Esperanza is a Christian ministry, and they provide, if asked, people will be provided Bibles and different things. If asked, if the patients are asking for those kinds of things, we do it. There is no preaching that goes on. There is no presentation that has to be done. There is, there's nothing that you have to listen to. You don't have to sign anything. You don't have to do any of those things. Just show up. The people that come there are deserving of the same level of care and respect that anybody else would have. And they're not a showpiece, and they're not something so that I can take a picture and then go back and tell my friends, look what a great person I am, look what I've done. That is not what this is about. And we are a part of the community. We are not separate from the community. Karen and Mike live in the community. They live with the families. They live next door. We know them. We know them from the village. They know us from the village. I'm not there to change your beliefs. I'm there to better the situation that you're in and to give you knowledge if it'll make it easier for you to get from, year 1 to year 50.